Hello everybody, and welcome again to Tiny's Music. I'm Ashley Furman, and today I'm going to be restringing and setting up this beautiful Jackson soloist. And we're going to go ahead and remove the back plate while the strings are on it, because if you go ahead and take all the strings off, these little tiny blocks in here are going to fall out. Now we're going to use a 3mm Allen key, and we're going to remove these brackets. All right, I'm going to put the trim arm back on real quick. Go ahead and loosen these strings. They needed to be changed. This one just snapped instantly. The bridge has sunk into the body, and the tension on that is pretty stinking tight. And we're going to go much lighter. You're going to use the same exact Allen key that you used for the brackets. Pull the trim up like this, and then I stick that back here in these screws, and just go ahead and loosen it a little bit. And I go ahead and do that on each one. And when you push on the trim, you don't want to pull your bridge completely out of the body like this. I just kind of keep it level with the surface of the guitar. All right, I just kind of let that drop back into the body nice and gently. All right, and then I just kind of hold that little block so it doesn't come popping out of there. Just grab the next one, make sure it stays in its place. Put 942s on after the previous gauge was pretty high. I can't remember exactly what the gauge was, but we got some work to do. You find your ball end, you see that little weave right here. I go just above that weave and I snip it off. So then you got something like that. So now I take that little end and I put it right in front of that block. And I go straight down, and then I kind of bend it like this, hold it, and hold the block as well. And then I take my trim arm and I pull this sucker up. And then I retighten the screw, pushing that block into position. I'm not tuning it to pitch by all means, I'm just getting it in there. Alright, so now I have all the strings on there. They're not tuned to pitch yet. And I already know that I have to go ahead and loosen this before I even try to tune it because the tension is too high for these strings. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen these. I'm just going to do a little bit at a time on each side so it stays nice and balanced. Alright, let's go to about there. Alright, we need to loosen them a little bit further. Now, I'm going to stretch out the strings. Alright, let's retune again. Alright, I'm going to raise this out of the body a little bit. It's all in tune. Seems like it's staying in tune. You can see it's completely parallel to the body of the guitar, and that's exactly what you want. And you want nice low action with no buzzing. And we'll just lock them into place. We're gonna retune again, but we're using these fine tuners down at the bottom. These little guys. I wish I could shred, but unfortunately I can't. Anyways, this guitar has nice slow action. It's all ready to go. It's intonating perfectly, and we are done. Thank you for joining us on Tiny's Music, and we'll see you next time.